Alrighty, everybody, welcome in. My name is Joe. Let's jump into a game here. All right, my opponent's starting off with something completely brand new to me. I have no idea what this is, so I am going to just move on with some pretty standard opening principles. Try to control the center. Try to get my pieces developed. And try not to make too many mistakes in the process. Now, with this early H move, I am going to guess that my opponent is going to try something like this and hope for me to capture, maybe sacrifice, and open up this long outside file. I don't know if they're going to or not, but that's a possibility. So I'm going to remaneuver my knights over to this side of the board somewhere. What did I tell you? All right, so I just have to check to make sure there's no real issues. The only issue is going to be this guy right here. So how do we handle that? First things first is we're going to Fianchetto, our light square bishop. I have to take it. Ah, phooey, I have to take it. Let's go ahead and get some development in wherever we can so that I can get my pieces to start working together. So this is brand new to me. I have no idea what's happening here. Not even a tiny little clue. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Now I've got my back row mostly clear. So some of the concerns that I had are now starting to go away. Then nothing's perfect yet, but we are moving towards a position where I want to be. Yeah, I should have. I was even thinking about it that I wanted to grab here. That's all right. Opponent has weakened this particular square. We'll throw that in for now. So, oh well. I was hoping my opponent would go for the exchange there. Let's see if we can put some pressure. Let's see if we can complicate things for my opponent. I have two defenders here, so I'm okay. Is there anything I can do about that? Captures, capture with the queen. I'm okay. I can always capture back with the knight. All right. Let's get more pieces involved in the game. My opponent can take en passant. And they choose not to. Okay. All right. So let's think this through now. Let's think this through. What do we have? I'm going to solidify this knight. I'm going to bring my rook up, and I'm going to try to get some more attackers on this pawn. I just want to make sure that I'm not trapped. This game is a mess, as you can see. It is clearly a mess. My opponent is lining up for an attack here. And notice he does have 3 attackers on this square. My opponent could win a pawn. Is that worth it? Let's start here. We still have, we still have access to this. All right, so I'm debating on, do I go underneath? No, because then that's checkmate. No, it's not, because the knight is defending it. Or do I just slide here? This is another check, and then I go here. All right. Do I take with the queen? Or do I take with the knight? Let's take with the knight. My bishop can now swing back. And it'll be chased out by that. No, it won't, because that's not defended. So I can stick my bishop here, and then my rook comes out. I could pick up this pawn and get rid of this guy. So I'm scanning now, looking for an attack of my own. So the knight here is just to add an. If I have to throw it up to defend, I will. Yeah, okay. I'm looking for this now. Start looking to trade off some material. This is a weird game. I have no idea what I'm doing in this one, guys, but that's okay. We're just trying to think things through. Sometimes you need a game like this. You know, you need something to make you kind of just look at things from a completely different point of view. Is there a knight fork? Fortunately, no. But now there is. Nah, that's not a fork. As captures. Capture. So this is the next most logical move, right? Go ahead and pick this guy up. So now we've eliminated my opponent's scary pawn. So I got to get my queen somewhere else. Make sure everything is defended. Right, my opponent's going to push this pawn, and I can take with the bishop. Captures. I'm okay there. Almost force a queen trade, but then we can pick up this pawn at the end of that. I'm just going to pre-move that just because of the clock difference right now, right? I have 3 minutes. My opponent has 8 minutes. So if I can get 5 seconds back on the clock, I'll take it. Just scanning the board, scanning my opponent's position, trying to look at what his threats could be. The opponent's going to be looking for something like that. But is this anything to be worried about? Not particularly. He's picking up a piece here. That's good. Ah, I screwed up. I screwed up. I should have gone where my opponent can't check me from right immediately. Ah, that was a mistake. Such a mistake. Because if I can get here, that changes the game. How was that check? Oh, no. Ah, good game. Well played to my opponent. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, so mad. There had to be a way that I could get out of this. No, white was just massive right here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Look at that. That's where I blew it right there. I thought I had it. I thought I was still safe. I thought I was still safe here, but that's why I was really trying to get the queens off the board. Hmm. Yep, look at these. Any of these other moves, any king move would have been great. Any of these others would have kept me in the game. Because this, I can start escaping that way. Ah. Well, it's okay. I figured I was going to lose that game from the very beginning, so can't believe that that is what ruined it. Because of this, because I drop a piece, but more importantly, I've given this whole alignment up. And then yeah, wow, it is guaranteed checkmate. There's no way around it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so now I'm just quickly glancing at this game. I'm not going to spend a lot of time analyzing it, y'all. Because it was so way out there, like just absolutely out there. Black is ahead this whole game, but I mean, because white started the game off by sacrificing the whole knight. I was just looking to see if there's any crazy tricks that I missed. And then right here at the very end, we blow it with there's really so right here is where I needed to no the rook captures is still the number one move on the board. Yeah, anything other than putting me in check, I get to let's say my opponent were to do something like this, right? You know, checkmate. So I just can't get checkmated myself. And there's just, man, I just punted right here at the very end. I thought. So here's a lesson that I could take away from this. Because I capture here and I open up this rook to cover this whole file and I'm no longer allowed to escape, I'm too close to the queen. I'm just too close to the queen. And because of that, the queen can just basically keep checking me and I'm not able to get up to escape. And I thought I could hide back here, but that's not true. There's really nothing I could do. And my thought was, well, I don't, as long as I don't go where he can check me, but I can't. Either square I go to, it puts me in check. But if I had gone here at least, I might be able to. Now it's still extraordinarily for white because it's just there's too many checks available, and I can't. Yeah, I can't escape out. Can't get up. Tried my darndest to get the the queen off the board. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do at this point. Yeah, look at this. There's literally zero to do. It's all guaranteed checkmates for white. Surprises me so much though. I thought that this was clever, capturing with the bishop and then giving me an escape. But I didn't realize that queen up here, and the queen's on the board like that, it just absolutely complicates things. So in this case, using the pawn as a hidey hole, this game no longer works because I can start escaping this way. Eventually, well, either I could just keep hiding, and my opponent's best option is just to stalemate. Yeah, this is why, is because this gives me room away from the white queen and allows me to start moving away. And even if we back up here, even if now, yeah, see, in the rook can't infiltrate. So that pawn needed to be in the game. It needed to stay. By removing that pawn, I was actually using this pawn as defense. My opponent's pawn, I could use for defense. Man, oh man, oh man. We almost had it, guys. We almost had it. Let's take a look at whatever this weird opening is, just to see. Hades opening, no idea. Yep, no idea. And we quickly go to a brand new game. I guess there's a few games. We transition a little bit. Yeah, here we are. So move 5. We're in a brand new game. Oh well. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you sticking around. That was a fun one. It didn't go the way we wanted it to, but who cares, right? It's fun. We enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I did. I enjoyed it. Even when I lose, I enjoy them sometimes. On a game like that, I don't mind losing at all. It was a wild game from start to finish. I defended really well, and the only thing I dropped was the very end. I did not recognize that my opponent's pawn had to stay on the board to give me room to escape. I didn't recognize that, so oh well. Lessons learned. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.